Welcome everybody. Let's look at the market for today. Now the intraday has already closed and this trade right now is just the futures for the last hour of the day because they closed at 4 instead of 3 here at my time. So these are the E-mini futures we're looking at. We're going to look at the weekly, the daily, the intraday charts for that, and we'll look at a trade that I made too. We'll talk about the Nikkei or the Nikkei 225 where I made a nice little trade there. Okay, all right, let's get started here. The weekly chart got a pretty strong week going on. 148.75 is the range, so pretty nice, right? So that guy right there, not bad. Obviously this week we've hit all-time highs, 51.07 and 3/4 as of right now. The support is on the weekly chart. It's still 49.37. Where's resistance? I don't know. You tell me. Resistance is the moon, guys. Resistance is just to the moon, and that's fine. We trade whatever the market gives us, right? We don't care. Up, down. We don't like sideways too much. Sideways is a pain in the rear. Up or down, we trade it, so no problem. Okay, so I can't really say too much about resistance because there really isn't one. Though, in theory, there's obviously, and there's going to be an exhaustion at some point. Just haven't reached it yet. All right. Once the market cools down from the hype from the Fed heads, and we're going to lower the lending rates one of these days and just shave everybody, okay? Just stay with us as we just continue to just jerk everybody off. I mean, sorry about that, jerk everybody around, and we're just gonna get in there and take care of the mess that we created. Total bonehead losers. But anyway, the market reacted to that yesterday, and that's why we got all-time highs. But as I said yesterday, I think people would be surprised if they found out what really drives the market and everything, including the Fed heads. But we're not going to dive into that today. So that's the weekly. We're still expecting some kind of cycle low out of this period, but this market continues to be extremely bullish. My goodness, what a run, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 weeks in a row. Or 17-week stretch here, and only 2 of them were down weeks. I mean, seriously, this was nothing. So 15 out of 17 weeks, just monster mashing it. All right. Okay, so that's the cycle low there. There's one out here in June as well. And we'll continue to monitor this and see how things develop. Okay, that's all I got to say about the weekly chart. Looks super strong for right now. Okay, let's look at the daily. All right, so here we are on the daily chart, and obviously today we hit all-time highs, 92.5 monster day, right? We don't get a lot of these big days. Remember in the days we used to have circuit breaker crashes and 200-point days and all. You just don't see that stuff anymore because it's all controlled. It's melt up, but whenever the market's going to go down, boy, it's controlled. It's just odd, right? It's just weird. It's okay for the market to blast off and going up because everybody perceives it as being good. But oh boy, if it comes down, oh no, we've got to control that. What a wacko mindset about what economy really is. Economics, it's like. And definitely going up isn't necessarily good, okay? You can't just set the world on fire and expect there not to be ramifications. Meantime, though, we're going to take full advantage of 90.25 days, right? Take full advantage of that, of course. We're not stupid. We still got to make money here, right? Still got to make the bank. All right. There is a February 26th cycle low right here. Today's the 22nd. Oh, no, we'll just see what happens. This doesn't look likely at the moment that we're going to hit this little cycle low right here. We had a little no-nothing one back here. It did happen. If you want to call that a cycle low, it's 2 days, but it showed up. What do you know? Right smack dab in the middle, one showed up right here. So we'll see what happens over here around February 26th. Do we get any kind of little couple days pullback? Could happen. Like I said, it might be one of these events over here. Then again, it might be a monster drop. Okay, and then we have March 12th, March 20th, and April 14th kind of out in this area, okay? No matter which way you shake this tree, whenever this thing decides to pull back, it's going to be epic. It's going to be an epic pullback, guys. So there's no sign of that right now, of course. We had just a little blip for 2 days. The whole moving average had a little blip like it was going to go down. Then, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be the pullback. No, it's not the pullback. Right? My instincts tell me about the Federal Reserve? That they're gonna try to be Mr. Nice Guy and please everybody because they know they can't, and they're gonna start trying to cut rates. You know what's gonna happen? I think they're gonna get themselves painted in a corner. I don't even think these people have no clue what the hell they're doing. You watch, they're gonna cut rates and things are gonna get. I don't know that for sure, but my instincts tell me they're gonna cut rates because they're trying to save the day because everybody's been complaining about the rates are too high, which they are. It's their own fault anyway. They created this mess, right? U.S. federal government's completely out of control across the board on almost all the agencies and branches. Okay, they're out of control, completely out of control. The executive branch is completely out of control, just absolutely nuts. And the legislative branch ain't much better. All right, federal government completely out of control, run amok, complete disaster. And I think they're going to try to cut rates, which they said they put that in the minutes yesterday, and I think it's going to backfire on them. And I think they got themselves painted in a corner. We'll see how it all turns out. Right, so all-time highs, those are the dates. These are the supports. I put this 50-12 in here just today because obviously I see a little support right here. Since we had this run up today, new support levels have come in right here. And this one right here kind of joins in on the fun for that support. It's a little bit higher, but this is pretty safe bet this 50-12 is a support. There was a support line, I think, here or down here. I stripped them off because we're so far removed from those. I just took them out for now. Okay, here's my trade, $700. This was on the Nikkei, or Nikkei, or Nikki, or however you pronounce this. I believe it's pronounced Nikkei. 225. This was the futures. I've been dabbling in this just the last few trading days. So I'm still getting used to this product. Made $700, 2 trades, because you can see I was trading 4, so 4 times 2, obviously. Is your big fat 8. So that's why you see 8 contracts here, because I traded 2. I was down $100, a negative 100 earlier in the day, and then I turned around and gave it a good little run and made $700. There's so much opportunity in this product. Oh my gosh, there was this product. I mean, there was $2,000 this way, another $3,000 that way. Back up to here was like $3,000 or $4,000. Oh my gosh, it was thousands of dollars going by. But I'm just at a place with this product where I'm not super comfortable with it yet, so I have to be careful because it does make these big moves, and I don't want to get caught out. So $700. Guess what? I'm a happy camper. That's a great beginning to my first true trade. I had some scalps the last couple days, just kind of testing the water. So this was, a few more points to let it run a little bit. $700. I made $75 on the S&P 500. I know, that's just sad. Minus commissions, I think it was like $30, $35, something like this. I think I literally made like $30 or $40 today in the S&P 500. I know, everybody else made thousands. I made $40. What can I tell you? I was a little distracted. But anyways, still made some nice money today. And this is, I'll be trading both the S&P 500 and the Nikkei as we move forward, right? And my goals haven't really changed. With this product, as you can see, I'm trading four contracts already. Instead of the S&P 500, I trade 3 contracts. And that's because the margin on this, the initial margin requirement on this product is less. So I'm able to put in an extra contract. So like I said yesterday, for those that might have missed yesterday's video, this product, the Nikkei 225, I'll just put N225 here. Those are supposed to be 2s, not C's. This product has better, more efficient use of margin, which is really nice. And it's way more profitable. So that's why I'm dabbling in it and trying to get used to the product and how it moves and things like that, okay? And my goals are, because every time I talk about my profits for the day, I want to talk about my goals real quick so people can kind of understand, and maybe it can help them out as well, okay? Especially the members. Which, by the way, if you want to become a member, stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you how to do that, okay? So my goals obviously are to increase the contract size to 5 for this product, and very important, to become a better expert trader, if you will, at this product, right? Right now, I feel like I'm a really good trader, maybe even very good, excellent even at the S&P 500 futures, and I want to get to that level on this product too, because this product is just, like I said, it's so crazy profitable. It's, yeah. So that's kind of my goals on that. S&P 500 goals haven't changed. I'm going to continue to trade that as well, because that's kind of my bread and butter way that I earn most of my profit. But that could change. And on that product, my goals, of course, are to increase the contract size to 4. Obviously, the bigger the account becomes and the more profitable I am, the more larger position size you can take. And as I mentioned before, some people view larger position size as more risk, and it is in one sense, but in another sense, it's actually less risk because you don't need as much range. So, whereas maybe you needed 10 ticks, because futures products operate in ticks. Each of these are called ticks, okay? In futures products, as the ticks go by, let's say you needed 10 ticks, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say you needed 10 ticks to make $1,000. Okay, that's not necessarily true in this product, but I'm just an example, okay? So say you need these 10 ticks to make $1,000 on 4 contracts. I think it's let's see, 5 goes into 10, 20. This is actually $2,000 right here. If we traded 4 contracts, $2,000. Now you know why I like this product so much. Okay, but let's say that I was able to trade 8 contracts. I'm just making an example here, right? Let's say I had enough margin in my account to trade 8 contracts, and guess what? I'd only have to trade half of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd only have to trade up to this area to make the same $2,000. You get it? And I wouldn't have to wait for the market to make the rest of this move. I would only need this little tiny move to make $2,000. Now, 8 contracts is a lot probably for this product. You can see that this product, even during the day, is nowhere nearly as liquid as the S&P 500. So you have to be careful with that. Your position size is a little bit more critical here with this product, but still really nice. Just wanted to elaborate on that especially for the S&P 500 with massive liquidity is not an issue on that product, right? So the larger your position size, the smaller the range you should be trying to trade. That's my opinion, because then you reduce the risk. You're probably still going to make more money. That's how I view it. I think it's a really, probably a good way to go. Okay, let's look at the intraday charts. Okay, we're actually going to be looking at the 1-hour chart. We don't look at the 1-hour chart too often. This is one of the charts that gets streamed to the members. The 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute all get streamed to the members, okay? So like I said, if you want to become a member, stick around to the end of the video. We don't look at this chart too often for the Get Us Plus indicator because we don't get these indications too often, okay? But we're going to look at the 1 hour, and then we'll look at the 15 and the 5 real quick after this. But the trade of the day is right here. This actually happened last night. 7 o'clock last night, okay? And there's a purple candlestick associated with this indicator whenever it gets triggered. And it was off to the races from there, guys. I mean, there it is. And look at this. Look at this. This is the top of the SMI, the momentum on the top of this. SMI stands for Stochastic Momentum Index. So the top line, this red line right here, pinky red, whatever this color is. Look at the all day. It never even came down and touched this red line the whole day. And you got divergence just going off like crazy, Market's completely ignoring divergence as usual. Excuse me. So there's your trade a day in a 1 hour chart. And that's why I always tell the members, make sure you're looking at multiple time frames. That's why I have the 3 streaming charts live 5 days a week, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour. Because any one of those charts can give you a signal. And you have to compare the 3 charts and get a feel for, you know, when and where you're going to make your trades. In other words, as I talked about this in a previous video, training video, okay, when I talk about when and where, what I really mean is the timing and the direction, which we're not going to get into that right now, but that's 2 super critical things for trading, right? You got to get your timing right and your direction right. So obviously the timing for the Giddus Plus indicator was spot on, right? Timing, T for timing, right? SMI, we'll call it D for direction. Which direction? Well, straight up. Yeah, it happened over here and just took off. It just stayed to the moon. Super nice. Now, so why am I looking at the 1 hour chart first? Because there's a Giddus Plus indicator triggered on this chart from this 24-hour period, okay? So we want to pay attention to that. Now, let's go look at the 15-minute chart. Okay. So everything that's on this screen pretty much is the last 24 hours right here. No Giddus Plus indicator, right? One happened yesterday. This is the cutoff line right here. This was yesterday. We're at the end of the day. So nothing. No Giddus Plus indicator the entire day here today. On the 15-minute chart, not one. That can happen sometimes. So what's going on there? Well, look at this, guys. There's no reason to give an indication. You want to know why? Look at this. Watch this. That's mine. I'm going to show you something. For those that don't know and understand, that may want to have better understanding, I should say, of when a market is extremely bullish. You see how this came down and never touched the bottom line and went back up? Look at the second time it came down over here. It's not only did it not come near the bottom line, it stopped halfway down. Went back up, came down, this time was even higher. Back up, comes down, basically just barely, not quite touches it, goes up again. This is everything here. Every one of these, this one's not quite as bullish, but all 3 of these valleys are extremely bullish after they bounced. Hello, phone, right? They don't come down and touch the bottom line. Extremely bullish. What happens for the rest of the day? This is pre-market, by the way, 7 o'clock in the morning. Typical to see overnight session, London session, begin to sell off as they come into 7 o'clock in the morning. It happens a lot, okay? And then the rest of the day, what happens? Look at these little dips. Nothing. Boom. The rest of the day, just tracking along the upper line, tracking along stays. It goes into blister mode. I mean, just absolutely going to the moon. Never even gets anywhere near this line from like 11 a.m. all the way till about whatever, you know, then around 1:30, 2 o'clock, it started, you know, like 1:30, it started giving it up a little bit here, okay? I mean, this is why you don't have a Giddus Plus indicator. There's no reason to give you an indication. It's everything here is just telling you to the moon, baby. We're going to the moon, right? So if you don't see I talked about this before. If you don't see a Giddus Plus indication on the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart, which we're going to look at the 5-minute chart here in a second, that tells you one of 2 things. The market's either extremely bearish or is extremely bullish, and it should have been obvious which one it was, right? You just keep buying the dips. All day long, buy the dips. Okay, a lot of money made today, guys. Not by me, but by a lot of other people. I made decent money on the other futures. So, like I said, I'm happy. It was a good day. Today for me on my profits was a good day, but it wasn't a great day. And I'm always striving for great days, but a good day's, that's okay too. All right, let's look at the 5-minute chart. Right, so this is the 24-hour period starting from like right over here all the way to there. This is a 5-minute chart. You can see nothing. We had 2 little what I call pre-indicators here, and then one that just happened near the end of the day. That's it. We didn't get the larger like yellow one. That's the one we really trigger off of, okay? Like this one over here. So this is kind of pre-indication. So no signal the whole day. I mean, this kind of gave you a little hint that something was happening. And of course it did, and it went long. Okay? But again, whenever you see this happening on the 5 or 15-minute chart, especially when I'm talking to the members right now, and you don't get Giddus Plus indicators, especially on the 5-minute chart. If you don't see any Giddus Plus indications on the 5-minute chart going on for hours on end, oh yeah, that's, like I said, that's only 1 or 2 things. Market's going to the moon or market's getting crushed. It's one or the other. If it's going to the moon, you're buying the dips. If it's getting crushed, you're selling the rips, right? Buy the dips. It's probably some symbol for something. Okay, buy the dips in this kind of market. If the market's doing what it's doing now, going nuts. If it's going nuts down, then we sell the rips. That's all it is. Okay, that's how we do it. Everybody got it? Now, I'm not saying you just do this every time, no matter what. I'm not saying do that, either one of these, necessarily every time. All right? This is just, these two scenarios apply if the market's just like on fire in either direction. And you're not getting any Giddus Plus indications for hours on end, especially on the 5-minute chart. Okay? Then if that happens, you might even want to make a note for the members. Make a mental note or write down on a piece of paper, put it in your phone, stick it on the wall. I don't care what you do. Tape it to your forehead. Okay, maybe don't do that. But if you get this scenario, you're not seeing any Giddus Plus indicator getting triggered for like hours on end, we're probably in one of these two scenarios, right? We're in the going to the moon or getting crushed. And then you either buy the dips or you sell the rips. Right? Because we have to always adapt to the market, guys and gals. That's just the way it is. A lot of people want very stable things. They get upset when someone says, well, the market's probably going to go up. It's probably going to be bullish. And then a couple hours later or the next day, it's down. I thought you said it was going to be bullish. If people are like that, they want very stable environments. Guess what? The market is not that. The market is not a stable entity. The fact that the market's is unstable is a good thing. That's how you make money. Okay, you want the market to be volatile. That's how you make money. Now, you don't want a crazy volatile whipsaw and just out of control. That's kind of hard to read, right? All right, I hope I made my point there. Okay, if you want to stick around to the very end, I'm about to go to show you how to join as a member. If you want to become a member, stick around. If not, everybody else, hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you all real soon again next time. Okay, so you stuck around to the end of the video. That's great. You want to become a member. There is a description just below this video on YouTube. Okay, it's got a Discord link on it. Discord.com. Make sure you read the instructions very carefully before you join. Okay, once you've read the instructions, you understand what you're reading. Okay, click on the Discord link. It's going to bring you over to the Giddus server. That's my server here. This is where all the membership takes place. Okay. Once you come to this server, you click on Server Shop. It's going to bring you to this page right here. Guys and gals, $8 a month, $7.99. Are you out of your mind? Okay, it's just like, this is extreme value stuff. The streaming charts I talked about earlier in the video are down here. So when you join, click on the streaming chart down here. You're going to get all 3 streaming charts, 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. You'll get the Giddus Plus indicator, which is on there, on the streaming charts. Okay. You'll also get the cycles on the hourly chart, which is really nice. The cycles have been pretty good lately. And let's see what else. You'll get the 15-minute and the 5-minute chart as well. And there's some simple moving averages I have on those charts that's pretty helpful. All right. Whenever the Giddus Plus indicator triggers on these streaming charts, it sends an alert over here to this S&P 500 alerts channel. So what most members do is they come in here, they right click on this and they turn their alerts on. All right. So if you're away from if you can't watch the streaming charts, you can still get alerted, right? Because you can load this app on your Windows desktop, you can load it on a laptop, you can load it on your Android. I think it can be loaded on iPhones. But like I said, make sure you read the instructions. Okay. And then, so that's really nice. You get the alerts to go from the, if you can't watch the stream, like I said, you can still get the alerts. Okay, there's also alerts for these products right here. Now, these don't have streaming charts, but they do get alerted, okay? The S&P 500 is the only one streaming because I can't stream all this. It's like too much to stream, Okay, premium symbols at the end of each day, Monday through Thursday. I'll put symbols in here, so you might want to check them out. They're really nice symbols that my logic goes out and grabs. And sometimes the symbols are really, really good setups and really good trades. Nightly email. If you want to get the nightly email, put your email address in the emails only channel. So if you're an existing member and you're not getting emails and you want to, put it in there. If you're going to join and be a member today and you want to get the nightly email, put it in there also, okay? What you get is the daily chart of the S&P 500. On there I have the daily cycles on that chart, and right now there's a bunch of support lines on there. Okay, pretty helpful. A lot of people like the nightly email. Helps them out, kind of guides them. Some people are swing traders, they're not day traders. Like I do mostly day trading nowadays. Okay, but some people are swing traders. So they may only be doing a trade once a week, every other week or something like that, right? And some people might even be investors. And they're really long-term investors and they just want to see the email to get a feel for the market, you know? That's it. So whichever one you are, that's fine. You can still get the email every night. Okay. I like to look at it every day, obviously, because I'm doing intraday trading. Okay, solar activity. Yep, I do follow solar activity and its impact on the earth and markets and everything else. May sound strange, but believe it or not, it's actually significant. Fixed income, sometimes I trade corporate bonds. If I do, I'll put them in there. These two channels up here, S&P 500 and the member chat, this is where we just basically do all of our chat. Okay, this is everything, all this, streaming charts, nightly emails, the alerts, their premium symbols. Okay, all of this is what you're getting for the $8. You notice how these all have little, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but these hashtag, and there's like a lock on each of these. Each of these have a little lock. That means the public can't get into these channels. Only paying members can. Okay, this channel's unlocked, but there's nothing in there. This is like, hey, welcome to the server. Do you want to join? Yeah, that's all it is, okay. Okay, I got to go over the rules. Please read the rules if you're going to join, okay? Some people join, they never read the rules, and they're like, I didn't know that was the rules. Well, I'm telling you to read the rules. Okay, so please read the rules. In here is the disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. Everything in this video that you see in here is strictly opinion only. Everything on this server, is strictly opinion. I don't care what people are posting, what I'm posting. Everything is opinion only, okay? You're responsible for your own trades, okay? Also in the rules is the refund rules. And there's a rule in there about please be nice and be respectful to everybody else and everything on the server. Because if you're not, I'm going to warn you. And if you're going to be a jerk, I got to kick you. And then eventually, if it gets really bad, I got to ban you. Okay. So, you know, be nice. All right. So please read the rules so you're not surprised if by anything. Okay. I think that pretty much covers it, guys and gals. Hope everybody had an awesome day of trading. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.